What would you do if you had $1 billion? Buy a house, travel the world, never work again. Now imagine having 100 billion or 200 billion. In 2026, a handful of people have accumulated fortunes so enormous that they are difficult to comprehend. They built technology empires, created global brands, revolutionized retail, and in some cases, changed entire industries. These are the 10 richest people in the world, and we're counting down from number 10 all the way to number 1. At number 10 is Amancio Ortega, the founder of Zara and one of the most successful figures in fashion. Ortega didn't build his fortune through technology or oil. He built it through clothing. Zara became one of the world's biggest fashion brands by moving incredibly fast, taking designs from concept to stores much quicker than traditional fashion companies. Ortega's fortune is also closely connected to Inditex, the parent company behind Zara and several other brands. As of August 15, 2026, Forbes estimates his fortune at around $146 billion. That's enough money to make one of the world's biggest fashion empires look like a personal investment portfolio. And yet, he's only number 10. Number 9 is Steve Ballmer. If you've ever used Windows, Office, or Xbox, you've already experienced part of the empire that helped make Ballmer one of the richest people on Earth. Ballmer joined Microsoft in 1980, becoming one of the company's earliest employees. He eventually became Microsoft's CEO, succeeding Bill Gates. After leaving Microsoft, Ballmer became the owner of the Los Angeles Clippers. Today, his fortune is estimated at roughly $152 billion. What's remarkable about Ballmer's story is that he didn't create Microsoft. He joined a young company, helped turn it into a global giant, and became one of the biggest beneficiaries of its success. At number 8 is Larry Ellison, the co-founder of Oracle. Ellison helped build Oracle into one of the most important software companies in the world. While companies like Apple and Microsoft became household names, Oracle quietly became deeply embedded in the infrastructure of global business. Banks, airlines, governments, major corporations. Forbes currently estimates Ellison's fortune at around $193 billion. And despite being over 80 years old, Ellison remains one of the most influential figures in the technology industry. From databases to cloud computing, his empire has been built on the technology running behind the scenes. Number 7 is Jensen Huang. And unlike many people on this list, his fortune exploded because of something that became one of the defining technologies of the 2020s, artificial intelligence. Huang is the co-founder and CEO of NVIDIA. NVIDIA became famous for graphics processors, but those same technologies turned out to be incredibly powerful for artificial intelligence. As companies around the world began racing to build AI systems, demand for NVIDIA's chips exploded, and so did Huang's fortune. Forbes currently estimates his net worth at around $194 billion. He went from building computer chips to becoming one of the richest people in human history, and the AI revolution may only be getting started.
Number 6. Mark Zuckerberg. In 2004, a young Harvard student launched a website that would eventually become Facebook. Today, that company is called Meta, and it owns Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and other major platforms. Zuckerberg became one of the youngest billionaires in history. But his fortune didn't stop growing. Meta became one of the most powerful technology companies on Earth, and Zuckerberg maintained significant control over the company through his voting power. As of August 2026, Forbes estimates his fortune at approximately $202 billion. Think about that. A website created in a college dorm room eventually became a company worth hundreds of billions and made its founder one of the richest people alive. Number 5, Michael Dell. We've reached the top 5. At number 5 is Michael Dell. His story begins with something surprisingly simple: selling computers. Dell founded his company while he was still a university student. Instead of following the traditional model of selling computers through retail stores, Dell focused on building computers to order and selling them directly to customers. That business model helped transform the personal computer industry. Today, Dell Technologies is a massive global technology company, and Michael Dell owns a substantial stake in the business. Forbes currently estimates his fortune at around $255 billion, from selling computers out of a college dorm room to becoming one of the 5 richest people on Earth. Number 4, Sergey Brin. Number 4 is Sergey Brin. Alongside Larry Page, Brin helped create something that changed the way humanity accesses information: Google. What began as a research project at Stanford eventually became one of the most powerful companies in history. Search, YouTube, Android, maps, advertising, cloud computing, and now artificial intelligence. Google's influence reaches billions of people every day. Brin's fortune is largely connected to his ownership of Alphabet, Google's parent company. Forbes currently estimates his wealth at around $261 billion, and there's something unusual about the top 4. 2 of them are Google founders. Number 3, Jeff Bezos. In 1994, Bezos left his job and started an online bookstore from his garage. The company was called Amazon. At first, it sold books, but Bezos had a much bigger idea. Amazon eventually expanded into electronics, groceries, entertainment, cloud computing, and almost every category imaginable. Today, Amazon is one of the world's most valuable companies. Bezos stepped down as CEO in 2021, but he remains one of the company's largest individual shareholders. Forbes currently estimates his fortune at approximately $270 billion. The interesting part: Amazon started with books and eventually became one of the biggest businesses humanity has ever created. Number 2, Larry Page. Just one person stands between Jeff Bezos and the richest person on Earth. His name is Larry Page. Page co-founded Google with Sergey Brin while they were students at Stanford. Their mission was deceptively simple: organize the world's information and make it universally accessible. That idea created a company that would eventually dominate internet search and digital advertising. But Page's wealth isn't just about Google search. Alphabet has expanded into artificial intelligence, autonomous vehicles, cloud computing, and countless other technologies. Forbes currently estimates Larry Page's fortune at around $283 billion, and that puts him only one position away from the top. But the gap between number 2 and number 1 is enormous. Number 1, Elon Musk. And finally, the richest person in the world, Elon Musk. Musk's fortune comes primarily from his stakes in companies including Tesla and SpaceX, but his business empire extends far beyond electric cars and rockets, artificial intelligence, social media, robotics, space technology, and autonomous vehicles. Musk has repeatedly invested in industries that seemed almost impossible to transform. Tesla helped push electric vehicles into the mainstream. SpaceX dramatically changed the economics of launching rockets. And now, Musk is betting heavily on AI and robotics. According to Forbes' real-time ranking, Musk's fortune currently stands at approximately $864 billion. That's more than 3 times the fortune of the person in second place. And it's important to remember, These numbers can change dramatically from one day to another because much of billionaire wealth is tied to company valuations and stock prices. But one thing is clear: Elon Musk is currently in a financial league of his own. Hundreds of billions of dollars and businesses that influence billions of lives, from fashion to computers, from social media to artificial intelligence, from online shopping to space exploration. These fortunes weren't built in a single day. They were built through decades of risk, innovation, ownership, and sometimes extraordinary luck. But the question is, who will be number one 5 years from now? Will Elon Musk still dominate the list? Or will the next technological revolution create a completely new billionaire at the top? Only time will tell. If you enjoyed this countdown, subscribe to High Hopes TV for more fascinating rankings, stories, and facts from around the world.